And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Planet Coaster. Alright, well, picking up right where we left off last time. Did this go up? Yeah, see, this went up just a little bit because of a little bit we did there. And this went up not at all. So, that's okay. Not too worried about scenery right at the beginning. So let's look at why these people are leaving. Let's see, look at their money. They got plenty of money left. And they don't want to spend that much on Rocktopus. So let's look at the finance. Ah, 450. That's a deal. We want another ride though. So let's look at rides. Let's look at what we can add as far as rides go that might help us out. I really don't want high nausea rides right now. And let's look at, oh, teacups. Teacups might be good. Pretty low on the nausea there. So we're going to want to put this right sort of behind our bathroom. And we're going to first take that pink out, because that is not cool. And the blue can come out too, or the light pale blue. Okay, a little easier on the eyes. Alright, now I want to... let's see, where is... place entrance. So I want the entrance right by this opening right here. And the exit can be right next to the bathrooms. So again, we're going to try to create a little bit of a queue here. Now, most people don't want to queue for very long. So if you build your queues to be extremely long, you're a lot less likely to really benefit from that. So the sequence looks good. We're just going to open it, and it's going to be 450, just like the Rocktopus. Okay, so first, let's look at some scenery and path extras. I want to get some park benches in for people to kind of take a load off. And of course, we're going to want, since we're selling stuff, we want garbage bins throughout. So that is an important step. And I'm going to have them kind of periodic all the way down, because people just will toss stuff on the ground. So that will sort of hopefully scoop up a lot of potential garbage. And, you know, our park benches, of course, are going to be very popular. Let's put like a little plant or something if we can. Let's, you know, just pretty it up a little bit. I don't want to get too crazy with it. Okay, so now our park is properly going. I'm going to try to operate this on a full load. And these things, you know, they have good help. So it tries to full load. It'll wait at least 60 seconds for the full load. But it won't wait any more than 110 seconds for a full load. As soon as 110 seconds goes, it will start operating regardless of how many people are on it. So this is a good step forward here. We want to introduce a little bit of food as well. So let's look at shops and facilities, and let's look at food shops. Is this one a good one here? It looks like I want a little bit smaller. I don't want it to be too crazy big. Western themed shops. We got a couple in here. There's an ATM. ATMs are good. ATMs are very good. So I think that's a good spot to put this. So we get both of those going all at once. Yeah, ATMs are good because when people run out of money, they tend to leave. So we want a good ATM there, and we want to keep it free. So, because they will come to this ATM when they have very, very little money left. So if you charge to use the ATM, you'll get fewer people using it, and it will be a little tougher to make money that way. So, this is a chicken house, and we want to lower some of the prices here. So spicy chicken, let's do 7. Plain will be $5.50. Coconut chicken, that will be like $7.50. Hot wings, we will keep at 8. And do we want to add any extras? I think plain chicken. It would be nice if like barbecue sauce was here, because I like barbecue sauce with my chicken. But you know, we're not gonna put any extras on it just yet. It's a way to individualize, each shop to different tastes, and I'm not too concerned with that right now. So we're gonna put a couple park benches down, just to allow people to sit down and enjoy themselves. Got a pretty good amount of people coming in now. And the next thing we're going to want is someone to clean house. So let's hire a janitor. And we're going to keep him on wandering for now. This is just free roaming. We will eventually want to start setting up work rosters. And I will get into that when the time comes. But we want to keep the park clean and tidy. And it looks like people are really lining up for that milkshakes. So we want to speed that person up. So let's look at, if you click the select vendor, you can actually train your vendors. So this guy is just a trainee, so he's pretty slow. Well, staff training helps with that, and we're going to want to bump him up to like 170 a month. Because every time you bump up or train somebody, they're going to want a little bit more money. So I think 170 is a pretty good setup, but it makes them a little bit faster and allows them to serve more customers. So a few of the mechanics that I'm explaining here, I've learned kind of the hard way, and so it kind of breaks some of the learning curve for you. But, oh, did you not, oh, maybe they did. Maybe they did buy something? I'm not sure. So, energy, not sure. Oh, sitting on a park bench increases their energy, which is good. Thirst, toilet, restrooms. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. It looks like our profit has been going pretty good. And teacups is pretty popular, but we're going to want to set this to like 90 seconds because of a little bit of issue with that. Sometimes it kind of hiccups, even though there are people available, doesn't allow them to load in. So now it should run just fine. There it goes. And is this going to run? There it goes. And you see, when you see a line, and you see this, you know, these can hold 4 people each, and you don't see it filling up, it's because group sizes. Groups always want to ride the ride at the same time. So if you get a group of 5 people going in, all 5 will load up. But if the next in line is not a small group of, like, say 3 people, you'll get non-full rides. So just be aware that rides that have limited numbers of seats will not always be full. So if you see that, just be aware that that is the reason for that. Groups always want to ride rides themselves. So here we have an individual, and if we look at the group members is just one person, so she was able to load in right here. But the next group is probably not one person, it's 2 people. So we couldn't fit that in, so they don't load in. All right, so with the park getting cleaned up now, which is a great thing, we're going to want also a mechanic to start looking at the maintenance, because you see these rides need inspections. And you don't want to miss the inspections because it starts to break on the wear and tear. And the lower your wear and tear, the faster it goes down and the more it will break down. So we are going to actually want a mechanic, and he's just going to be on free roam right now. And we can't train him yet because he hasn't been on the job long enough. But it looks like our chicken place, Tiki Chiki, is doing just fine. And how is our drink place doing? Our drink place is really booming. So can we, if we look at Cosmic Cow milkshakes, it's starting to make a profit. You can see the lifetime profit. This starts in the negative because it costs money to build. So just be aware that it takes a little bit of time for that to kind of come into its own. But you want to keep these people, you know, if these get really busy, you want to train your vendors so they're faster, and, you know, customer satisfaction will only go up. Let's look at this. So we got 15% Q rating based on this building and this tree. So it doesn't take much to sort of boost it up. And we'll look at rides. I've subscribed to a few mods that are absolute works of art. These people are unbelievable. I've actually tried building a coaster that is as good or looks as good as some of the works that I've seen people make, and it's breathtaking how good some of these coasters and designs are. So hats off to those people for all of their work. It's fascinating to me that these people are so dedicated. You are a long ways from home, dude. But he's got garbages to clear out here, so that is understandable. This guy, though, doesn't need to be out here. The reason you want wide paths is as your park grows, you'll get a massive number of people moving around your park. And if you have really thin really thin paths, you get like traffic jams, and you want people to be moving, because a person stuck in a group is not giving you any money. So even adding a car to this is making it so this queue time is pretty long. Nothing we can do about queue time. You know, it is what it is. One thing you can do is increase the cost of the ride, and therefore fewer people will ride it. But I don't think... Where are you guys going? Okay. I'm not sure how many people can be serviced by a bathroom at once. There is a way to control the sun, the set lighting. So right now I am just letting the daylight cycle do its thing. So look at that. We made $1,400 last month, and our park rating went up. So we are doing good. Right off the bat, we're doing really, really good. So let's look at another ride. Maybe a thrill ride. Maybe we'll do a thrill ride this time. Something that really makes people think twice about their decisions in life. So let's look at rides. Let's look at thrill rides. Let's see. Something that doesn't have too much nausea. Insanity. I look for rides in the very beginning of the game. I look for rides that can hold a lot of people. So if you look at like the Forge, you can see each arm can hold what, 8 people, and there are 6 arms. Yeah, 6 arms holding 8 people. So that's 48 people that can ride that at once. Versus a kickflip, which is 2 people, and that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 24 people that can ride at once, which, you know, in the long run is not as big a money generator as something like the Forge would be. So you want to you kind of want to weigh those things a little bit. And the Gears of Fear, I really haven't counted how many this can hold, but look at that beautiful ride right there. I'm pretty sure we'll probably build that at some point. But I kind of want to build this Forge and see how this works. This one is just punishing. I mean, look at that. Almost 6 nausea. Oh, that is punishing. And it caters to a different crowd than, you know, a gentle ride would be. So let's see. That is the booth. So we need to give this a little bit of space. Would a better place to be over here, maybe? Oh no, I think we're gonna keep it over here. Put it up in here a little bit. Make sure that booth is sort of in the back, and place it down. So let's go to paths. I want to build this path. Is this the full path here? Let's look at our sort of angles. I want to go out one more. One more here. Bend it in, bend it in, bend it in. Just to get our path a little bit more secure. Okay, entrance. I'm going to put over here. Exit, I'm going to try to put by the path. And connect path to entrance. We are going to come out here a little ways. There we go. Before we start it up, I'm going to look at the sequence. So we got a lot of possible sequences here. So we've got spin top, big drop, fake out drop, and then spin top, big drop, inverted spin, inverted drop. So these spin top, big drop, those are doubled up. I want to get rid of one of them. Maybe even 2. So since I'd made the change, we've got to test it. I can't just open it right away. And the test is cool. It kind of puts dummies in the seats. You can see that is a pretty wicked looking ride. And what is the cost of this one? $8.50. We're gonna make this $7. I like the coloring, red and black. Guess Think the Madness have a long queue time. Well, yeah, it does have a long queue time. How long of a queue time does it have? Queue time is 5 minutes. That's not bad. Whoa! Oh man, look at that. That would be a crazy ride to be on. So I wonder what step in the sequence it is. Inverted. That might have been the inverted drop. And here we go. Back down. So there's the test. So let's open it. So yeah, we got quite high across the board. And this will attract more teenagers than anything. Because each age group, so adults have high tolerance for fear, but medium tolerance for nausea. Kids have pretty low tolerance for everything. But the higher the excitement, the better. And teenagers are high across the board. The fear and the nausea, they want to challenge themselves. So if you look at the group, you can see fear preference medium, nausea preference high. This must be group. That's a lot of people in the group. Yeah, it was a teen group. So as I mentioned, it's pretty straight and narrow on what groups will be attracted to a certain ride. But our park is coming along nicely. We're making some money. And people are just excited to ride our rides, which is great. But that will have to do it for this episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.